is?
Yeah.
This?
Yeah, this one here.
Okay.
Good morning and welcome to the Sports Break. It is Friday, so you know what that means. We have a special guest on our show today. And this special guest is not the usual guest that we have because she's not just an athlete. She works with athletes. And I'm Renee Washington, joined by Chef MItzi Jackson. And she cooks for athletes, professional and college athletes.
Correct.
So cooking in itself is a task. And you're doing it for, top competitors around the area that you work with.
Uh-huh.
So welcome to the show, first of all.
Thank you.
Glad you could join us.
Thank you.
How about you tell us a little bit about your background in culinary and how you got into it, why you decided to get it and become a chef?
Well, I actually love cooking. I come from a southern background, and my family used to cook. My father's an excellent cook, so is my mother. And in fact, everybody is in my family that I can think of. And so it was just a love from the beginning.
Nice.
And I was just inspired. Actually, what happened is I lost a job.
Oh, wow.
I lost a job, and I really just wanted to pursue my passion at that point.
Right.
And so I actually went to culinary school. I went to Johnson Wells University because I really wanted to have, the education behind what I wanted to do. And so I did that, and it's just been great ever since. So
Wow. So you were able, I'm sorry to cut you off, you were able to pursue your dreams after you thought what you thought was a setback, and it
Right.
actually pushed you into the correct career path that you wanted.
That is correct, and I do think, that sometimes you do have a setback in order so that God can set you up for something better. And so that's how I feel about that, because it just has been so wonderful, and I've been able to inspire a lot of women, especially African American women. And so it's really exciting. It's really exciting.
Nice. Now, that's a great message for being able to stay motivated, and you could have easily just been down and out. And I'm sure it was a tough time for you, but you turned it into something great. And you now work with, now that you've moved to the Philadelphia area, South Jersey for you, you work with UPenn.
Correct.
And you have worked with a number of professional athletes.
Correct.
So can you give, for people that are watching that want to know who you are, and if you're an athlete, how they can get in touch with you and hire you, can you give some of that background for the athletes that you've worked with and
Sure.
the level of players that you work with?
I've cooked for several of the Charlotte Hornets players. Cooked for Shaq Thompson of the Carolina Panthers. One of my favorite clients, CAA agent Tori Dandy. So several of those guys. I did Clinton Fortis's Welcome to Charlotte party.
Nice.
Yeah, and so just being around them and learning their diets and what's important to them. The motto for me is not only are athletes playing now, they're actually eating to win.
Yes.
And that's one of the things that are very important. And when I say eating to win, for instance, a lot of the players choose on game day, especially the basketball players, to eat foods that are high impact energy.
Okay.
So you might choose to have salmon that day, along with a kale salad. All those things are high energy. You may choose to eat bananas all day. You can safely eat 75 bananas in a day, but in fact, the average adult needs 3,500 milligrams of potassium, which is actually 7.5 bananas a day.
What?
Yeah.
I know I'm not reaching my potassium levels then. I'm definitely falling short of that.
So, you can do things like that. And also, people don't know little things like eating grass-fed beef is something that a chef might do for you, so that you can have those omega fatty acids. Also, on days where you might be inflamed, where an athlete might have an inflamed ankle or something, you would want to cook with spices like thyme and turmeric, because those things are de-inflammatory. So those are the things that having a private chef on the athlete side can do for you. As well as, I like to meet with the client initially, and just to make sure that, I'm making foods that not only are healthy, but also that they like.
Yes, that's the good part, because I notice a lot of times when I'm watching any type of cooking show or anything, they look great. The foods sometimes they look really great, but they don't actually. When they're reading what's in it and they read what the food actually is, I'm like, I would not eat that. So you're cooking healthy food that's also delicious for the athletes.
What we do, or what I try to do initially with my client, any client, not just athletes, but any client, is to sit down with them and actually have a consultation. So I do take that consultative approach. We go through anything that they might be allergic to, anything that they just absolutely say, chef, I don't care how you make it, I'm not going to eat that. So we try to make sure in that initial appointment that I know exactly what they love and what they don't love. Especially if it's something that they might be allergic to, or even somebody in their family, because not only am I cooking for the athletes, a lot of times I'm cooking for their wives or girlfriends. And so I try to make the people in the family feel as if I'm their chef as well, and just make sure that, I'm catering to them. And it's really important for the wife to know that, I'm there for her. As well, or their mother or whomever, that they can come to me and feel welcome to talk to me about whatever it is. So.
Definitely. I noticed, and this is a whole sidebar, I love that your southern accent is coming through a little more. I don't know if other people can hear it too, but I can hear it now. Consultation stuff, I hear the southern accent because you did grow up in the South.
I did.
And you just relocated, so you have that natural born southern accent. But as a chef, a professional chef or celebrity chef for people, you go into their kitchen.
Correct. And
you cook for them, or you bring the food in for them. And what's that process like of now, your business is working in people's homes, you're going house to house, it's not just something you're doing out of a kitchen and they're picking it up type deal.
Yeah.
It's very personal and really being there for them too.
It is. You actually become friends with these people, and they get to know you and you get to know them. And their kitchen is your office, per se, and it's not just cooking for them. I mean, you're grocery shopping, you're keeping an inventory, you're keeping a budget, because you also have to make sure that you're staying within their budget, and the one that you guys negotiated. So you don't want to waste. It's the same thing as if I was in the college, and I had a certain budget to meet. I want to do the same thing for the clients. And I've talked to many chefs about this, and some say, well, they don't really have a budget, but they do. Yeah. Because I still, in fact, want to make sure that I'm getting, the best quality food, and also trying to look out for their budget as well. So that's important.
Now, you currently work at UPenn.
Correct.
And you are, what exactly do you do at UPenn? I know, but for those that are watching.
I'm an executive chef for St. Anthony's Hall, and this is a hall that houses about 50 guys, and they're a part of a fraternity. And they are not eating like we used to eat in college. They eat very well, and they're a great group of guys, and they're athletes. We cater to as well. So I manage the entire kitchen staff, and just make sure that the kitchen is in order. And so it's kind of I love the job because it's kind of giving me the opportunity to do both, to be an executive chef, but to also be a private chef to the guys as well. And so we create menus weekly, and just make sure that they're excited about what they're eating, but also eating from a healthy perspective as well.
Yes.
I believe in the farm to table concept. So everything that I use or try to use is fresh ingredients. I don't like to do anything frozen. I make everything from scratch. And it's really important, not just for me, but the people who are working for me, to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And people appreciate that. And it tastes so much better.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah. Now, before the show, we did talk about how you have recently relocated to the area, and your hope is to continue to grow your network that you're working with beyond just UPenn.
Yes.
So for those that are watching, because we want to make sure that people can find you and understand that if they're interested in your business as an athlete, or I don't even know if you work with people beyond athletes, but as an athlete, where can they find you, and what's kind of your plan for the next step?
Well, they can find me online. My website address is chefmj.simdiv.com. So you can find me there. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. You can just simply type my name in, Chef MItzi Jackson, on Facebook, and you can find me. And all of my contact information is there.
Perfect.
So it's easy to get in contact with me. But also, yeah, I don't just work with athletes. I work with everyone. So if you are looking to enhance your diet or lose weight, or you simply are just tired of cooking and you want a chef to come in occasionally, that is something that I'm open to doing.
Yes.
So, but yeah, that's my plan. And for here, I do plan to expand and grow. I was in North Carolina for a long time, so everybody's like, "Where'd you go?"
Yeah.
And I still go back there occasionally because I do have 2 daughters there, as well as a grandson and granddaughter.
Oh, nice,
so,
nice.
I definitely travel back and forth to North Carolina still, but I also want to expand the network here as well. So.
Yes, it's fitting you're sitting in front of a North Carolina jersey.
Right.
But you are here, and I'm glad that you're here because we get to not only talk about all the great foods that you make and everything they do, but when we get back from this break, we're actually going to look at them, and I'm eventually going to get to eat them. Sorry, you guys can't. So don't go too far. When we come back, Chef MJ, the real MJ, will be showing us her delicious dishes that she has made for us. So we'll be right back.
Most of the time, it's easy to know which option is better. Other times, not so much. So it's good to know that Mazola corn oil has 4 times more cholesterol-blocking plant sterols than olive oil. And a recent study found that it can help lower cholesterol 2 times more. Take care of those you love and cook deliciously. Mazola makes it better.
La Esperanza Mexican Restaurant and Bar, the best authentic Mexican restaurant in South Jersey. Your friends and family will enjoy the fun and the food, like our staple guacamole, tamales, and ceviche. Our weekday lunch special is just $7.99. We also offer Saturday and Sunday brunch. Enjoy the largest selection of tequilas in South Jersey, Mexican beers, bottle and draft beers, fresh margaritas, and daily beer and margarita specials. La Esperanza Mexican Restaurant and Bar, family owned and operated since 2002.
Hi, I'm Becky.
And I'm Eric.
And this is Cooked and Uncorked.
It is.
It is. And you can check us out Mondays at 10:30.
10:30, every Monday.
See you there. Got a quarter?
Hi, I'm Jim Cucinato. I'm inviting you to watch my show on the Halo Health Network on RBN. We cover everything you always wanted to know about health but was afraid to ask. We have interesting guests who can help you how to live healthier, how you can be smarter about your health, how you can help your family live healthier and be healthier. We are on Tuesdays from 9:30 Eastern Time to 10 o'clock. Please come and watch us.
If you have a story or product that you'd like to share with our viewers as a guest on the Morning Coffee Show, please contact us at info@radiovisionnetwork.com.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.
Most of the time, it's easy to know which option is better. Other times, not so much. So it's good to know that Mazola corn oil has 4 times more cholesterol-blocking plant sterols than olive oil. And a recent study found that it can help lower cholesterol 2 times more. Take care of those you love and cook deliciously. Mazola makes it better.
La Esperanza Mexican Restaurant and Bar, the best authentic Mexican restaurant in South Jersey. Your friends and family will enjoy the fun and the food, like our staple guacamole, tamales, and ceviche. Our weekday lunch special is just $7.99. We also offer Saturday and Sunday brunch. Enjoy the largest selection of tequilas in South Jersey, Mexican beers, bottle and draft beers, fresh margaritas, and daily beer and margarita specials. La Esperanza Mexican Restaurant and Bar, family owned and operated since 2002.
Hi, I'm Becky,
And I'm Eric.
and this is Cooked and Uncorked.
It is
It is. And you can check us out Mondays at 10:30.
10:30 every Monday.
See you there. Got a quarter?
All right, welcome back to the Sports Break. I'm Renee Washington here with Chef MItzi Jackson, and we have moved to the kitchen. So we are now going to talk and, look at some of the amazing dishes that you've prepared before. So why don't we start with this one over here? What is that? It looks amazing.
This is actually often requested, and it was so funny that you picked it. But this is a sous vide pork. Sous vide is a French term which means vacuum under. So it was actually cooked in hot water first. You cook it to a temperature of 140 degrees in a vacuum sealed bag with all of your spices. And then what I actually did was I grilled it so it could get that smoky flavor. So it's a sous vide pork one. You've got your apple and raisin chutney on top. You've got grain rice on the bottom, and that lovely gold sauce that you see there just teasing you a little bit is curry. So this is one of the most popular pork dishes that I do. And I'm a Southern girl, so you know I brought the Southern dishes today.
Yes, and that was one that I looked on your website and I immediately was like, I need to try that. I mean, that looks fantastic, and I love the way that you presented it.
Well, hopefully it came to life for you, because a
Oh,
lot
I'm sure.
pictures have to come to life. So.
Oh, that's better than the picture.
And then this dish here
Okay.
is a stuffed French toast. And I actually stuffed it. My grandmother had a recipe for banana pudding.
Okay.
And so this is a stuffed French toast, and it's stuffed with bananas and our vanilla cream. So hopefully you enjoy that.
So it has those bananas that we were talking about at the beginning of the show. You can get that potassium starting for breakfast.
You
Right
can.
in
Now,
there.
this is kind of breakfast / dessert, but at
Yes.
least you're eating it early in the morning so you have all day to burn the calories off. And this is a really wonderful bread. It's a fresh baked brioche bread that you start with the French toast, and it gives it that extra off of butter and flavor. So hopefully you enjoy that.
So do you eat that with syrup, or like what is
It does have an old-fashioned molasses syrup on it,
Okay.
as well as the vanilla cream. So it has both. So it's not too sweet. I actually put a touch of lemon in the vanilla cream to kind of break the sweetness.
Okay.
So hopefully you'll enjoy that.
Yeah, I mean, I love it because I eat a lot of different things, but I feel like I don't eat a lot of like variety. So I just eat my typical French toast with sausage or bacon and eggs, whatever. But I love how you have so much mixed in just the French toast. There's no meat here, and you have a whole meal.
And you'd be totally full.
Yes. Oh yeah. I think I could eat about 2 of those.
And then this in the middle is I always when I make pork, I always make another meat such as chicken or fish, because some people still don't eat pork.
Yes, I know a lot of people that don't eat pork.
Yeah. So this actually is a jerk chicken that I did. It was sous vide, and it was sous vide to 160, and then it was grilled as well. And it's a jerk rub. So hopefully you will enjoy trying that.
I think my stomach is growling right now. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm like starting to salivate a little bit.
And obviously these, the pork and the whole grain rice would be something that an athlete might choose to eat at some point, but and maybe even this if they're a really healthy athlete, but this wouldn't be the typical dish.
Yeah. Okay. So what's something that you find that you're making more often for athletes? Is it maybe there's nothing.
What they actually love, especially on game days, is they like smoothies and they like parfaits. So I do a lot of smoothies, and actually the Amplified Extreme is a protein that I use inside the smoothie.
Okay.
So we create different smoothie recipes. It could be a peanut butter smoothie. It could be just a really fruity one with blueberries, which is a great antioxidant.
Yes.
Bananas for your energy, and strawberries. So all these things are really healthy. Toppled with low-fat yogurt, and when I say low-fat, I mean 1% yogurt.
White yogurt.
As well as mixing in the shea protein. So you might do that to supplement a meal for them, especially on game day. And fruit parfaits are excellent way also, and that would be a whole grain oat parfait with the yogurt, with honey. I like to sweeten it with honey a bit because you're getting the sweet, but it's still healthy.
Right.
Along with the fruit mixed in.
So that's something that they may eat before the game.
Correct. Or just have in the fridge. They might want to eat a little something after.
Okay.
So it's something also that you can take along with you and just have a snack in.
Yeah. What is a good meal for after? I mean, I've heard, even when I was playing sports, there's all this discussion about what you should and shouldn't eat after a game to replenish everything that you've lost. What would you say is something that's, or a type of food that you should try to eat or drink, maybe a smoothie, chocolate milk, whatever it may be?
Smoothies are really good, as well as the parfaits. I keep a few of those in the fridge. Some athletes prefer to have a meal, and if you're going to do that, even though it's late at night, you still need to get that energy back.
Right.
So they might choose to have some sort of pasta dish, but it would be a low carb sauce. So,
that makes sense.
Yeah. So
that sounds
all of those things would work after a game.
Nice. So I'm going to ask you one last question. What is your favorite food? And I don't need to make you pick because I'm not a great chef, so my favorite food is like something very basic. What is your favorite food that you find that you make with your family? Something that your daughters, even that your grandchild may request more?
What they actually request a lot is this lasagna that I'm making. I'm known for fusing different varieties of food together. This particular lasagna is a pasta lasagna, but it's got Tex-Mex ingredients. So it actually has salsa. It's got poblano peppers. It's got chicken, and it's got seafood, shrimp, and it's an actual Tex-Mex lasagna. I top it with sour cream and guacamole, and it's got 3 layers of cheese, which is pepper jack, and they love it. So it actually is more like a burrito.
Yes, it sounds like one.
But it's a pasta. It's a lasagna.
So it's a burrito pasta mix for a delicious
lasagna.
Mom, I love you. You gotta pay attention.
So the recipe is really good. And of course, everybody loves, if you're from the South, you love, macaroni and cheese and chicken.
Yes.
All those kind of things. And so, that's always a request, to make.
I wonder why.
Yeah, so,
that sounds. I can't stop saying delicious, but that's like the first word that's coming to my mind.
Yeah.
That just sounds amazing, and it has so many different flavors in it, so many different layers to it. So that's the benefit of being able to cook things from scratch and cook things healthy, and still adding in that flavor without having to add in.
And just flavor is important, because what people don't understand, some people think flavor is salt and pepper, and it's not.
Right.
Flavor is, cooking with stocks and broths.
Yes.
To actually get that flavor in, and you can get a salt content without, using a ton of salt. The salt actually should just come at the end, and it should be a pinch just to kind of give it that extra oomph that it needs. You should never add salt while you're cooking, because as it reduces, it's getting, more of that salt content into the food. So. So flavor is not salt and pepper. Flavor is, getting the right amount of seasoning, fresh herbs, when you're cooking, so that it just kind of soaks into it. Salt is at the end.
Well, I'm ready to taste that salt at the end, soak and all that, everything that you just described. Chef MItzi Jackson, thank you for being here today. I really am glad that you were able to come on our show today, able to bring some food. I think I need to like stretch or warm up or something to eat this. But that being said, if anyone is interested in finding you, as we talked about before, you can go to her website, find her on Instagram, Facebook. Make sure to get in contact with her because I know this is good. If you could smell what I'm smelling right now, you would know it's good. That being said, thanks for joining us on the Sports Break. We will be back on Tuesday morning to continue talking about things going on around every sport and every gender. So I hope you have a great weekend. We'll see you right back here at 9 a.m. on rvntv.tv, and I'll see you then.
Thank you.